Whoa now, whoa now, whoa now. Welcome back to the Black Out from your boy, Brother Kush. On this one here, I want to depart from my normal content, man, and address the women, the females. Contrary to what some might think about me from the way my videos are, I'm a strong believer that a nation, a community, or a people cannot rise no higher than the condition of its woman. But most people don't really understand what that means. The condition of the woman deals with her mental well-being, her psychological well-being. You know what I'm saying? It's more than whether or not she's conservative. That's not what this is about. This is about how she is mentally. That's the condition of the woman. A mentally unstable woman creates a mentally unstable future. So it's very important that the women silence the noise in their ear and start moving through life in a way that they as individuals see as being beneficial to themselves and nobody else, right? And I know you think to yourself, well, most women already do that. No, they don't. They move too much like a flock of birds or a school of fish for you to believe that they're doing anything individually. They don't move individually. They move as groups, right? Because, and you only got, for the most part, you got two groups. But I'm going to get into that. Give me a second. Let me warm up to it. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive notification when I drop more videos. You don't hit the bell icon, YouTube will not notify you when I drop videos. You're going to come back to the, you're going to return to the channel physically to see if I dropped a new video. But let me get right into this. And give me a second to get this out, man, because this is not an easy topic because it's going to make a lot of men mad. You know, the brothers, they seem to think that everything wrong is just on the woman. They never take into account the system that we are all in. The same thing with the women. The women seem to think that every ill of the black man is due to him. It's just the black man. But you never think about the conditions that the black man is living under here in America. And black men never think about the conditions that the black women are living in here in America. These conditions have an effect. Y'all heard of post-traumatic racism syndrome and all this kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Look, but we've been bombarded so long that it has broken a lot of us. I seen a clip the other day of females, I don't know, in some inner city. I assume it's Chicago, because Chicago off the chain right now. But I don't want to say that, right? So we're going to take that back. It was some city, and the girls were just wilding, just cheesy wilding, bro. You know, they just cheesy, just trifling, you know what I'm saying? And me growing up in a traditional, what you would call traditional black community back in the days, we just wasn't like that. We didn't see our girls acting like that. So I sat here and I thought to myself, well, what's different between today and back then? What's different is too much noise. You got too many people, too many experts, too many feminist leaders and all this stuff telling women how to be. And the women just don't really know how to be. They don't pursue their own individual happiness. I know y'all think they do, but they don't. They don't pursue their own individual happiness. And this is a problem. They're afraid to date the sorts of men that they want to date because of ridicule. You know, if they like a man that has a little flavor, it's, see, they always want these pookies, they always want these good, you shouldn't go after them, you know. But the truth of the matter is, the whole psyops, the whole psychological operation that's been pushed on black women for the last 20, 25 years has really been to keep them away from black men. But here's the problem. Black women don't really like other men. So if they if they are told to stay away from black men, particularly the kind of black men that they are naturally drawn towards, then that means they don't have a man that they're going to respect in their life. They don't have a man that they're going to marry in their lives. They make everything about economics and competition and everything. She's in competition with the men due to the way she's being conditioned by the so-called black female leaders, whom are really white women, white lesbians. Let's just be honest. That's really the black female leader. And she just don't know what to do. You know, somebody said something recently. I can't really recall what it was. Some relationship broke down or whatever, and they blamed it on the dude. They always like these kinds of dudes. I'm like, say, bro, it could have broke down if she was with a square. What are you talking about? I mean, stuff happens. Differences in people show up after a time sometimes, you know? This is why I tell y'all that it's a process. You know, long-term relationships are processes. It might take 3 years before you start seeing certain characteristics in the person. We had a saying back when I was coming up that you don't know nobody till you live with them. Because if you in that same house with them, under the same roof with them, you get to see more of them than people on the outside can see. You get to see more of their characteristics that are in secret, so to speak, that other people don't see. You get to see these proclivities that they have. You get to see them up close. And a lot of times, man, when you see how people really are, as the more you get to know them, there is sometimes the more you get to know them, the less you like them. I mean, and it goes either way. But the problem is saying that a relationship fails simply because she got with a pookie or she got with a street dude. It's a straw man argument, because relationships fail, period. People grow apart. People travel different directions. That's just life. But the important thing is that you pursue your own agenda. You pursue your own happiness as a female. Don't let nobody tell you what kind of men to choose. Don't let nobody tell you that a man need to have this and need to have that. If you meet a man that you like and he don't have any of those things, what you gonna do? You gonna pass him by and go give it a dude you don't like who got all those things? How is that gonna benefit you? And see, the thing is, instinctively, women won't do that, so they just don't get no man. They become hoe hoppers, you know what I'm saying? They jump from man to man to man like little honeybees, you know what I'm saying, on flowers, you know. And then we sit back, the dudes sit back online and they criticize the behavior of these women, not understanding that these women are victims of the same socialization, the same psychological operation that is destroying the black men. Same thing, bro. Same thing. We are all under attack. But since the role of the sister is so important to the foundation of a people, because you are the first teachers. Everything a child is in early stage development comes from mother. It don't come from the father. It comes from the mother. So your role is vital. So I mean, if you are off mentally, if you see your child and you call your child B's and little effers, little MFers and all this stuff, man, because you got some type of pent up anger inside of you, that's not motherly love, man. Like I said, I come from an old school black community. Our parents didn't even curse, didn't smoke. Our mamas rather, didn't smoke. My aunts, nobody smoked, nobody drank, nobody cursed. I never heard none of them use profanity. They wasn't loud, they wasn't aggressive. And this is why the women in my family have been married forever. I'm not here to suggest that if you do a certain thing that everything's gonna be perfect. No, life is still life, and life will happen to you. My point to all of this is that women, what do you want in life? What do you want? I get so tired of listening to these women, listen to like crazy ass chicks like the Queen Make over there, Princella, talking all this dumb stuff. I mean, that stuff that girl preach is toxic. And man, all y'all doing is messing yourselves up listening to that chick. Cynthia G, it's amazing that you still got black women defend Cynthia G, who obviously have self-hatred galore oozing out of her. She don't like herself. She don't like black men. She don't like black people. I peeped her game out way before, and I used to ask people like, man, y'all don't hear this the language of this chick? This chick has problems. This chick has psychological problems. That little young girl, that Paris Milan, she got psychological problems. That other girl, for Harriet, she got psychological problems. None of these women are normal. So y'all are listening, y'all are being fed. I wish I knew the scientific term for how a bird feeds another bird, but that is what's happening. Y'all are being fed regurgitated beliefs that are being handed down from people that don't like you and don't look like you. White women, whom are mainly lesbians. That's who's creating your worldview. And I'm telling you, you'll be better off if you cut all that stuff off and just say, you know what? I'm going to do what I do the way I want to do it. Because there is no guarantee, no way you travel. See, that's part of the lie. The lie is that if you do A, B, and C, then that's going to equal Z. That's the lie. That's the lie. First of all, tomorrow's not even guaranteed to you, sisters. We can all wake up tomorrow and something happen to us. A lot of us have undiagnosed health issues that we are not even aware of. Anything can happen at any time. Life is way too short and too precious to be sitting here playing around thinking that you always got time, because you don't always have time. Time is the one thing that's not on your side. That's the one thing that's not on your side. And that's the reason why I'm in a better place mentally than most people. I don't have much. You know, my businesses, don't thrive like that. I mean, look, I've been up twice, right? I know what it's like to have. But at this moment, at this current stage in my life, I don't have much, but I don't care. Because the things that are now important to me, I do have. And that's what matters. And that's how y'all got to get. Y'all thinking that y'all gonna make everything happen exactly the way you want to, as if you have control over anything other than yourself. The only person in this world you can control is yourself. You damn sure can't control no man. You can have these old duck dudes running around here, man, kissing your butt, but they're never going to fulfill you, because these are not the kinds of men you like. The only thing that's going to fulfill you is if you get with a man you like. There was a time when we was not so judgmental on each other, because everybody can change. That's one of the things that these brothers seem to not understand. They always talk about the wall that women hit, but I get tired of telling them men hit the wall too. We all hit a wall. And women, y'all do hit a wall pretty early. That's because the kinds of men that want to be married get married. The kinds of men that want to settle down, they settle down. The kinds of men that are marriageable get married. So while you run around here playing, thinking that you got time tomorrow, the only thing that ends up happening is tomorrow comes and you find yourself single. And there's nothing worse than you knowing that you're a quality woman and you're traveling alone. So if you don't believe in polygyny, that's the practice of one man with multiple women, then you need to get out here early and find you a man, and don't be playing around waiting. But and one of the things y'all don't know is a lot of real men are not so controlling. See, the kinds of men that y'all are being pushed towards, they're controlling because part of their world paradigm is the same as yours. They're being told that they can control every aspect of everything. Case in point, I heard this dumb fake alpha, a dude called himself Dr. BOA, the Book of Alpharonomy, right? I heard him say that your first business is yourself, right? You got to treat your life like a business, and everybody around you is your employee. That includes, this is what he said now, that includes your family, your mama, your daddy, you know what I'm saying, your brothers, your sister. I mean, it's the silliness of the way this dude think is so irrational, it's so far-fetched that it's just astonishing. I mean, it's like there's no way a grown man just said that, because he has to know that everything he just said can apply to somebody else, and they can be applying that to him. If that's the case, then everybody around his brother is also their employees, and that includes him. Everybody around his mother are the employees, that includes him. Everybody around his friend or the woman that he's around, they the employees, and that include him. See, when you say stuff like that, you got to remember that you are not the center of the world. And this is why I say a lot of these dudes that are online, they really act like little bees. That's something I expect a broad to say. I don't expect no man, a grown man, to say no dumb stuff like that. But this is the mentality of the so-called manosphere and red pill dudes. They have been given a belief that they can control everything around them, including the people. Wow. But real men respect individualism, and that's why those men be married. So the longer you wait, the more these men get wifed up, and the only options you're gonna have later is polygyny. But y'all don't want to do that because you've been conditioned against that. And no, polygyny is not no heaven for men, it's hell, because I did it. So I can tell you, it's not easy dealing with multiple women, different personalities, different everything. No, it's not easy. I mean, it takes a special man to pull that off, you know what I'm saying? And I did it for 8 years. The only thing really broke the family down really is our lives changed. You know, after Katrina, everything broke down. All our finances, the businesses, everything broke down. We were uprooted, and we was displaced and everything. You know, we ended up in Texas, and you know, it just, someone, you know, wanted to go back home. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure out something to do in Texas. You know, it just, everything just broke down because we were destabilized, right? But while we were stable, everything was good. But the point is, it's still not that easy to pull off. But if y'all not really with that, because this is not how y'all conditioned, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are conditioned to not want to deal with that. Y'all also believe that a man should not have any woman. I'm gonna come back to that point when y'all meet him. Like, a man's supposed to be just sitting there all by himself, lonely, with no women around, waiting for you. And on the other end, the men thinking the same way. They thinking that a woman's supposed to be sitting there lonely, no men around, waiting for him. It don't work that way. But anyway, if y'all are against polygyny, then y'all need to get out here early and find the kinds of men that you want. Now, I was about to make a point already before about people changing. You know, I have a past. If you were to meet any of my friends, you would not believe that we were all like we were when we was young. Because now all you see is a bunch of older laid-back cats chilling, you know what I'm saying, talking, well kept, refined, you know what I'm saying, civilized acting, this is what you see. But what you don't see is ex-gunslingers, wig splitters, madmen, jack boys, nappers, you know what I'm saying. You don't see that. And we were all these things and then some, allegedly, YouTube. Allegedly. We were all these things and then some in our younger days. But people change. You know? What happened to the time when a woman would get with a man and they just build something together? Now you're being conditioned to believe that everybody's supposed to bring something to the table. We don't have nothing. How about we get together and build something together? And how about women getting men that they like? Because that's really where the breakups come in at. The reason why almost something like 80% of divorces are filed by women, and another 12%, you know what I'm saying, are filed by men, because they are forced to file, like in Young Jeezy's situation, due to the actions of the woman. So basically, women account for almost 95% of all divorces. There's a reason for that. And the reason being because women choose. If a woman is with a man she wants, she's gonna ride to hell and back with that man. That's just the truth. If she's with a dude that she respects, a dude that she likes his character, she likes his style, she's gonna ride with that dude to the end of to the edge of the earth and go off the cliff with him. That's the truth, because it's gonna be her choice. But if a woman is getting with a dude that she's being trained to pursue, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And I know a lot of you red pill type dudes listen to this, y'all think, oh man, Kush, you trading on it, you're selling us out. I'm not. Y'all need to just stop being the way y'all are. Invest in your character a little more, my brothers. Stop thinking that social economics is what attract women, because it's not. That's why all y'all single. And sisters, stop sitting online talking about y'all want a man that makes, you know what I'm saying, 300,000 or more, you know what I'm saying, all this crazy. Nobody's making that. Nobody's making that. So, I mean, you don't want no man, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, you don't want no man. Tell me you want a dude that's 6'5" and all. Then, I mean, you don't want no man. Because what you're asking for is rarities, not norms. You're asking for exceptions. So if you, and I know this is how they condition the minds of women to make women believe that each and every one of them are special. So all y'all running around thinking y'all special and y'all deserve something exceptional, despite the fact that most of you come from nothing. Most of you come from nothing. Because if you came from something, you would have a more realistic outlook on life. So a lot of you come from exactly nothing. And the crazy thing is the way our system is designed, you came from nothing and you're going to die with nothing. So in between that, you might as well have some type of life that you actually enjoy in between that. We already work until we dead. There is no need to argue and fight over every damn thing also. We have to be a little more peaceful. We have to be a little more serene, you know. We have to be a little more tranquil. We gotta want something different in life other than what we are getting right now. And it starts with the women. As of now, my honest suggestion to black men is to move on. The ones that want to be married and can't get married. That's my honest suggestion. And I don't say that because I'm against my sisters. I'm not. I'm in y'all corner. I'm with y'all. But their lives are short also. They're watching their time pass by also. So if a woman can't look at a man and try to see the good in the man, you know, try to see him for whatever potential. First of all, stop judging by what he have and judging by what he is, you know. And if he might be a little rough around the edges, not all rough around the edges dudes are just wild pookies and stuff like that. So I'm here with a message to black women. Yeah, I don't care what kind of dude he is. If you like him, go get him. He could be weird, he could be eccentric, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. If you like him, go get him. And don't worry about what nobody else think about what you're doing. Don't worry about it. You don't owe nobody any justifications for what you like. And this is the same message I'm trying to get to black men. You know, get what you like. I don't care if nobody don't like the way my woman looks. If I like the way she look, I'm happy. You by yourself, you miserable. I'm happy. You can criticize, you can make any slights, you can say anything. I like the way she looks. I like the way she is. I like her character. So whatever you say about her, it has no effect on me because I am happy. And that's what black women need to learn to do. Silence the noise. Pursue your own interests so that you can be happy, at least. Because the world is the world. The problems that we have within this system are the problems that we have. And I'm trying to get us to address that. That's really what I want to talk about. I hate talking about stuff like this. What I really want to talk about is the world we live in. How messed up things are. How we work till we damn near 5 minutes from death. This is not cool, people. These people own us. The crazy laws that we have. I mean, they got a city ordinance in Dallas, but you gotta but you gotta pull forward into the parking lot. Backing into your parking lot can get your car towed. How you like that one? What kind of mess is that? You mean I don't have a right to park my car how I want to? Now, what politician you think, city council members, was sitting up there and he thought of this, and why would he think of that? For what reason would somebody have? In Missouri, it's against the law to walk on the right side of the street. I forgot how it is. Like, I guess you got to walk against traffic. So our traffic flows, left to right, right? So you got to walk on the street, on the side of the street where your shoulder is to the traffic, where your right shoulder is to the ongoing traffic. If you walk on the other side of the street, technically, legally, that is illegal. Now again, what city council member set his ass up there in that chamber and came up with that, and they all voted on it? How and why? Why do we have so many laws and restrictions on us as human beings? We are not free by any stretch of imagination. We are slaves. And that's why my intro is the way it is. Everything I'm about to say, you already know it to be true. You are a slave. You are a slave to money, to social economics, to status, to politics, to ideology. You have sold your soul to have a place in a world order that you should naturally oppose. That is the original intro for this channel. The intro I used at the beginning of this video is one I came up with later. That's the original intro. Because we are slaves to social economics, to politics, to everything. They own us. They own our minds. So I'm here telling the sisters, free your mind. Let it all go. Whatever you like, you pursue. If you really want to be single, you want to pursue degrees, then get offline talking bad about men all day. You made your choice. Everything come at a cost. If you pursue one thing, that means you neglect others. So if this thing is more important than finding a man, a companion, then so be it. Do that thing and you have sociable male friends that come and go and just live your life. But you should be happy either way, because this is your choice. But what you don't get to do is pursue that and neglect all of them and cut off, and walk all over the men, treat the men like they're second in your life, because they are, And then when you get tired of, or when you run into a wall on your pursuit and you realize it's not going to work, now you want to come back and expect some man to just pop up and marry you. It ain't happening, because all those dudes that would have married you are married. They gone. Somebody else got them. So accept that this is what happened and just relax and say, you know what? Hey, I took my shot the way I wanted to go. You never know. You still might meet somebody to get married. Anything can happen. But you just don't have a right to demand that at that stage in your life. You don't have a right to come online and dump on men, call them no good, because none of them suit you. None of them are doing what you think they should be doing. None of them acting the way you think they should be acting. That's not fair. And I tell men the same thing. I tell men the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? Stop judging these men based on social economics. Stop judging these men based on the ideals of feminism, of liberalism, and all this stuff. Stop judging men based on these things. Listen, in a natural world, there is no money, there is no social economics, there are no college degrees. So since we are human beings, we are creatures of our Creator, then judge the man based on what's in him and try to build everything else together. Because trust me, if you get a man that you like and respect, you will be happier. You get a man that like and respect you, you will be happier. And because women choose, truthfully, if you notice, women choose and men don't get divorced. Think about it. So truthfully, if a woman chooses a man that she likes, she's gonna be with that man until she decides that she don't want to be with him no more. But if she likes him and she respects him, she ain't never leaving. Which means she now have a companion for life that she chose. Stop looking for men to pursue you. Stop looking for men to run after you. A real man is not going to do that, sister. A real man is not going to do that. Because he can't win you over like that anyway. He can kiss your butt, chase after you all you want. Like I said, them ducks clucking all around you, clucking all around you. They can do that all they want. It's not gonna do anything. Because you're gonna get with the man you choose to. If a man gotta persuade you or dangle money and cars and all this stuff in your face to get him, the reason why y'all walk on these dudes because y'all don't like the dudes. Listen, the facts of reality, or shall I say, the reality of life has already been in your face. We know what it is. Now we can continue to pretend like we don't see what we see, or we can make changes. I'm telling sisters to make a change. You know what I'm saying is the truth. Them dudes that persuade you and dangle stuff in your face to win you over. If a man gotta win you over, you're not gonna stay with him. You're not gonna stay with him. But y'all don't wanna pursue the man, which is really, you don't have to pursue him. You just gotta really let a man know you're interested. That's all. You don't have to pursue him, but you gotta let a man know you're interested. He's gonna, these men are so shell shocked. I don't know what they're gonna do these days. But in my time, once a woman let us know with some eye contact or something that they was interested, we took over from there. We went over and we started talking. If I'm looking around, I see a woman looking at me and we lock eyes, then she's telling me she's interested. Now, sisters, if you can at least look at a man that you're interested in, you don't deserve a man. If you want to be on some crazy stuff where the man got to just run over there and pursue you and all this stuff, and you too good to even make eye contact with him, then you don't need a man. You don't need a man. And let that be your issue. But if you at least let a man know you're interested, then you have to win him over. Because once he's in for life. So you got to win him over. He don't have to win you over because women choose. The men don't choose. Women choose. A man is only going to be with the woman that wants to be with him. A woman is only going to be with a man that she wants to be with. This is the fact. Red pill dudes can say what they want, but that's the fact. I'm going to repeat it so it's clear for the people in the back. A man can only be with the woman that wants to be with him. And a woman is only going to be with a man that she wants to be with. That's the fact. That's a fact. This is why the red pill dudes are looking to have women in compromised positions economically or whatnot, where they need the man. So then the man could abuse and everything. Nah, don't worry about that. Get you a dude that got less, that you like, and build with him. Because that's the one thing I see different in black women versus white women. A white woman will be married to a dude that rides a bicycle to work. She'll be married to a dude that has a scooter, a little electric scooter. And they'll be in an apartment together, happy as I don't know what. Be at the pool, frolicking around, dancing and stuff, partying. Happy as I don't know what. Catch an Uber to a club, happy as I don't know what. But black women won't do that. You know, black women won't do that. We have no interest in the character of a man. And that's a problem, sisters. That's a problem. So silence the noise. Get your, pursue the man that you like. And forget about what anybody else think about it. If you like him, everybody else got to love him. Or to hell with him. And that's just how you got to think. That's how you got to think. I'm going to stop here. And I hope the sisters understood what I was trying to say. I hope I got it out clearly. If I didn't, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know, hey, man, you kind of missed the mark on a few points. And, tell me what I missed. Or tell me what you suggest that I put in there. So I can come back and do it again. You know what I'm saying? So until next time, I'm out of here. I'm Brother Kush, a.k.a. the Black Elf. So long.